Okay, hello class. This is Miss Wynn, Miss Little, and Mr. Menabres. We want to introduce you to the vocabulary for lesson 18-1 or
Point one.
point 1. Okay.
Okay, so our new words for this whole unit are bank, deposit, income, salary, and withdrawal. Those are the first 5 words we're going to be using on page
527.
527. So if you have your book open to 527, you can fill in the boxes along with me. All right? So let's look at you and your bank. The first blue box, money you earn. Well, we should all know by now, money you earn should be your income. And that's the first word we're going to write is income. Or it's sometimes called the salary. Those are 2 words that tell you that's money you have made through your job. Second box, a place that holds money for you. We're not talking about under your mattress at home. The place would be the bank. And you see the Spanish version off to the side of each of these words, so that should help you with translation. Money you put into an account, that would be a deposit that you make. You deposit your money, you put money into your account. And then, of course, money you take from an account, we've learned this before, is a withdrawal. You're taking money out of your bank account. So, AL, add the AL.
And then erase it, and I can go down.
Okay. Get that copied down. And then what we're going to do is
Just
we're
let
going
Mr. Menambres translate that section. Go ahead and translate that part.
translate that.
Like right now?
Yeah.
Hola, muy buenas a todos y a todas. Estamos aquí desde la Croquet y vamos a hacer la traducción al español de esta página 527 de vocabulario 527. En primer lugar, tenemos aquí el dinero que tú ganas. ¿Cómo lo llamamos? Income, que quiere decir un ingreso, o el salario que tú ganas por trabajar. A continuación, el dinero, donde metemos el dinero que cobramos por los ingresos del trabajo, lo llamamos en el banco, o bank en inglés. Si seguimos las flechas, el dinero que ponemos que metemos en nuestra cuenta bancaria lo llamamos un depósito, deposit. Y finalmente, el dinero que nosotros agarramos desde nuestra cuenta bancaria lo vamos a llamar withdrawal o un retiro de dinero, retirar dinero de la cuenta. Do we go ahead?
Yes.
You can erase that now.
Okay. Sorry, we got to erase this.
Sorry, it's our first time. We're trying, but we'll get better.
Okay, understanding the vocabulary, we're going to be using some of the words on the far right side. Can you scroll down a little bit so we can see those words? Okay, the words you see there on the preview are the checking account, credit card, credit history, credit report, credit score, debit card, grant, scholarships, work study programs. We're not using all of those, obviously. We have only 4 blanks, but those words will be used throughout the unit. Okay, so we're going to look at number 1. When you use a blank, the money you spend is deducted immediately from your checking or savings account. So when you use this and the money comes right out of your account immediately, that would be a debit card. So we're going to write debit card on number 1.
So, that way, if you want to spell it, I put a check mark next to it. I can't spell, guys. Y'all know Miss Wynn. It wouldn't be Miss Wynn if she didn't mess up.
There you go, perfect.
There we go.
The second part of number 1, when you use a blank, you pay for your purchases later. That would be a credit card. You get a statement, a bill, about a month later, telling how much you owe back to the bank that gave you the credit card to use.
I like it better. Why did it switch?
Number 2, A blank includes information about how well you manage money. That would be a credit report, right?
History.
Credit history. Okay, it kind of tells how well you've been taking care of paying for your loans, your bank, your credit cards, and anything else. That kind of gives a history of how well you've done taking care of your money business. And banks use your blank to decide whether to give you a loan or credit card. That would be your credit score. That's a number. The higher your number, the better your credit score is. So I believe at this time 850 is a perfect credit score. Anything less than that is not perfect.
So what's the difference between the debit card and the credit card?
Debit card, it takes the money out of the bank immediately. The credit card, you use it and it pays for it right then, but then you've got to turn around and pay your credit card back like a month later or when your bill comes out.
And they charge interest on the credit card, so you're actually paying a little bit more for what you purchased, whereas with the debit card, there is no extra charge, unless it's coming from the bank itself.
Finalmente, la traducción al español tenemos en el apartado 1, usamos una tarjeta de débito con el dinero que ya tenemos en la cuenta bancaria, es dinero que nosotros tenemos ya. En cambio, una tarjeta de crédito, estamos tomando prestado dinero del banco, estamos pagando compras con dinero que no tenemos todavía y que le pagaremos pues a final del mes al banco, a final de 3 meses o como acordemos. Por esta compra a crédito, que es como un préstamo, tenemos que pagar un interés al banco. Luego tenemos nuestro historial de crédito, que es información que el banco usa. Tenemos aquí, como veis, estamos en la escuela. El banco usa para ver cuál es nuestro historial crediticio, para concedernos préstamos, y también usan el historial o la puntuación de crédito para ver qué interés nos cargan y si nos pueden prestar o no prestar. So far, that's all. I hope that this has been helpful for you guys and see you
Stay
soon.
tuned for